Hello and welcome to Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. What are we talking about today? President Bola Tinubu has written to the Senate seeking the confirmation of the newly appointed service chiefs. The request, which covers the Chief of Defence Staff General Olufemi Oloyede, Chief of Army Staff Major General Wahid Shuaibu, Chief of Naval Staff Rear Admiral Idris Abbas, Chief of Air Staff Vice Admiral Air Vice Marshal Kennedy Aneke, and Chief of Defence Staff Major General Emmanuel Ondiendeye was announced by the Senate Gospel Akpabio during a plenary session. In the correspondence, President Tinubu urged the Senate to give expeditious consideration to the appointment. The request has been referred to the Committee of the Whole for screening and confirmation of the nominees next week. Meanwhile, despite escalating insecurity and insurgency across the country, no fewer than 500 senior military officers, including major generals, brigadier generals, rear admirals, and air vice marshals, have been forced into early retirement following the changes of service chiefs under the Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Tinubu administrations. The mass retirement spanning the Army, Navy, and Air Force between 2015 and 2023 stemmed from the long-standing military tradition of disengaging senior officers who are either senior to or of the same corps as newly appointed service chiefs. This move, according to the military, is aimed at maintaining discipline, hierarchy, and operational efficiency within the services. Data collected from the media reports indicated that over 500 top officers have quit the services in the past 8 years. That is what we're talking about today. You can call me Solo. You can call me Mr. Solo. You can call me Souls, S-O-L-S. You can call me Mr. Souls. But officially, I am Solomon of Welcome to Matters. If you're just tuning in, this is Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM with Solomon of Now, despite escalating insecurity and insurgency across the country, no fewer than 500 senior military officers, including major generals, brigadier generals, rear admirals, and air vice marshals, have been forced into early retirement following the changes of service chiefs under the Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Tinubu administrations. The mass retirement spanning the Army, Navy, and Air Force between 2015 and 2023 stemmed from the long-standing military tradition of disengaging senior officers who are either senior to or the same corps as newly appointed service chiefs. The move, according to the military, is aimed at maintaining discipline, hierarchy, and operational efficiency within the services. However, our military insiders asserted that the affected generals numbered approximately 900 or more. The first wave of retirement occurred shortly after former President Muhammadu Buhari appointed new service chiefs in July 2015. Again, that's what we're talking about today. Joining me to help analyze and bisect and dissect this topic for discussion is Okechukwu Nwanguma, Executive Director, Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, RULAC. Mr. Nwanguma, thank you very much for joining us on Matters today.
Thank you and good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
Okay. First of all, let's hear your general overview. What do you think about the President Bola Tinubu changing the service chiefs a few days ago?
Okay, so the President Tinubu's recent reshuffle of the armed forces, it has generated a lot of intense public interest, and people are asking whether this is reform or routine. As I said, it is coming against the background of rumors, widespread rumors of an attempted coup, which of course the military, swiftly denied. But of course, I must say, like many of us have said, that what the president did, his decision lies squarely within his constitutional powers. But what is of what makes this particular, decision of particular significance is the timing and the context. And I'm saying this against the background, just as you said in your intro, Nigeria is facing multiple and overlapping security crises.
Yeah.
In the northeast, we are grappling with terrorism, banditry in the northwest. In the southeast, separatist agitation, and of course, across the country, general political tension.
In the middle belt is mostly herdsmen and farmer.
Absolutely. Herdsmen classes in the middle belt. So this shake-up that we have seen at the top of the military could therefore be seen, one way it could be seen as an effort maybe to reassert control, or perhaps to address discontent within the ranks, or even signal a strategic recalibration. But questions are still lingering about whether this move is driven by genuine reform, like I said in the opening, or intention to reform, or whether it is just some sort of political calculation. So, but all said and done, what Nigerians truly want to see, what they need, is whether the new service chiefs, what are they bringing to the table? What fresh strategies, what integrity, what accountability to the fights against insecurity are they bringing? Because as you know, past experiences, as you said, during the time of President Buhari, we saw such frequent reshufflements.
About three or four times, if I remember correctly.
Yes, about 3. And these past experiences, they don't offer any optimism at all. We've seen repeated changes in military leadership with minimal improvement in outcomes. They don't lead to anything. And so without tackling the deeper issues of...
It's more like soldier go, soldier come thing.
Soldier go, soldier come, So what we need to see is whether the government, the president, is able to tackle the deeper issues, and the deeper issues will include politicization. You know that the Nigerian military has become deeply politicized.
Now, before we jump the gun, let's take it step by step, okay, sir? So let's shuffle back a little, talk about the military coup. In your opinion, do you think there was an attempted coup?
Well, the military has clearly denied it. And
obviously.
Yes, they have obviously denied it. But you see, the truth is that the way things are going in the country, the level of discontent both within the military and within the civil populace. I will not be surprised if there's such an attempt, but that is not what we need at this time.
And it also comes at a time where there are lots of unconstitutional takeover all around the world, especially in Africa. The recent one in Madagascar, obviously.
Yes, the wind is blowing across, and then locally, the level of repression, when citizens can no longer, when government is entrenching fear in citizens, people are not allowed to speak. The democratic expression.
A civilian rule that looks like a military rule.
Absolutely. So I wouldn't be surprised. But again, so for me, it is a wake-up call to the president to do better and provide good governance, so that Nigerians will not look up to the military, so that the military will not have any excuse to attempt to topple democracy.
One thing is quite obvious, though. We have a Department of State Services, DSS, which was supposed to be the intelligence community, the leader of the intelligence community in Nigeria. That some may some critics have argued that they've dabbled into politics, fear mongering, on citizens, and this is an agency that never shies away from bringing out communique whenever there is a perceived threat, rightly or wrongly. And for some weird reasons, DSS have been definitely silent on this coup or no coup situation. They didn't say anything at all, which has even further exacerbated the rumors.
What, in a way, I think that the current channel of the DSS appears to be a little bit different from the previous, the leadership we've had. With the response of the DSS to the Shore issue, you would expect that they would have gone after him, but you see that they haven't done that. This is the DSS channel that openly admitted that his men have been doing things wrongly and have actually compensated some people that have been unlawfully detained. So I think that it speaks to the current leadership of the DSS. But generally, security organizations in Nigeria are highly politicized, and they act as if they serve political interests and power rather than serving the interests of the people. So for me, I agree with you that it is strange that the DSS has said nothing, and it speaks volumes. That silence speaks volumes.
Now, let's talk about the effect of the changes in the service chief, or what we're talking about before I suspended that discussion. Now, as we've rightly said, you and I, they've had several service chiefs changed, and nothing. If there's anything, it's like the insecurity have been going from bad to worse. And so, but why do you think these changes keep happening? Is it a political reassurance of the people that, given an appearance that they're actually doing something without actually doing anything?
Well, you know that we have also been told by the military authorities that these changes ought to happen, within that no military chief should serve more than 2 years.
Is that constitutional though, or is it just a thing that a few persons just decided to start doing?
Well, I'm not sure if this is anywhere in the constitution, but I think it seems to be a practice. It seems to be a practice, and we've had many military chiefs say this. So, but whether that is the actual reason why these changes are happening is also left to be seen. But like I was trying to say, whatever the reason is, that what Nigerians truly need to see is whether the new service chiefs will bring, anything new, whether they are going to change the way, insecurity is being addressed, whether the concerns of military, personnel, the fighting troops, that there has been a lot of discontent among them. Their welfare is not being taken care of. There have been complaints. There have been issues about misuse of security funds, lack of accountability in management of security funds. So if all these things are not, if the new security chiefs are not going to address all this, then this will be mere ritual rather than reform.
Let's not talk about the fact that some of them have been complaining that they send them to battlefield without proper equipment. From several reports we've heard, a lot of these insurgencies have even better weapons than the military, which is quite weird.
Some of them actually say that they are being sent on suicide mission.
So now, the bigger question now, though, is what's the purpose of these changes? If the stories we've been hearing is anything to go by, several media reports, several politicians, even some past, service chiefs, some past military leaders have come out to say that these governments know how to end insecurity if they really want to,
Yes.
because there are some politicians financing insurgency in Nigeria.
Yes.
High ranking politicians, if I might add. And then we have a former president who was a former military ruler. We're talking about Muhammadu Buhari, whom everyone thought his experience as a military leader will help in quelling this insurgency. If not anything, it was even worse under his administration, which further buttresses the past. The point that there are cabals in charge of this insurgency. And of course, we've heard several reports of the fact that the former president knew about these people. There is one list and from stories we've heard, even the current president, have some of this list, financiers of insurgency. If they really know these people and they know how to deal with these people, I mean, obviously, then why are they changing service chiefs, where at the end of the day, the leaders at the top don't have the political will? They actually crush this insecurity if they really want to do it.
There have been rumors. There have been rumors that the reason the former, chief of CDS was removed was because of a disagreement on the approach to addressing, to combating, banditry. He favors going after them, but some people think it is better to negotiate with them, and that is why we are seeing that government is negotiating with armed bandits, terrorists in the north openly, and these terrorists are even giving conditions. So, and in the past, we have had retired senior military officers saying these same things, that government knows who these criminals are, these bandits, these terrorists are. It's just that it has become some sort of big business. So when we hear that people even are appointed by government to negotiate with bandits on their behalf, do you need to look far to understand that this whole thing, banditry, insecurity, is more political than criminal?
And that means the government is just playing Russian roulette with the citizens, obviously.
Yes, that is what it is.
This is quite sad. Now, let's take a look at some of this information now that we'll have here. I actually got these stories from a Punch where they were analyzing a number of top military personnel that have been forced into retirement, which is the major reason why we're having this discussion. We've had a conflicting report, and of course, this information I'm seeing here said that according to major reports, it's about 500 senior military officers. But according to this same report, some senior military officers, that have spoken on condition of anonymity, are saying that probably even 900 of them between the last administration and this administration forced into retirement. Now, do you know why they have this practice in the military? Because according to the information, once a senior officer is promoted to the general, every other military personnel that were the same rank with him or senior with him will be forced into retirement. Do you know why military have this practice?
Okay, so I've also led a lot of retired senior military officers, including major generals, criticize this entrenched practice. And let me also let you know that this is not just a practice within the military alone. It happens in the Nigeria police force.
Yes.
So when the president, when the president decides to,
decides to promote somebody to the top of the military food chain.
You know that for the Nigerian police, for example, there are regulations guiding recruitment, promotion, and all different things, and discipline. So in the case of the Nigerian police, what we find is that the president will sidetrack that established regulation of appointment, which ought to follow seniority, and other factors, and then handpick, because the Police Act, for example, says that a person to be appointed Inspector General of Police has to be somebody not less than the rank of an Assistant Inspector General of Police,
yes.
AIG.
Yes.
Now, the president may decide to appoint someone who is a commissioner. What he will do is to fast track his promotion to AIG, and then he will appoint him. And once he appoints him, all other officers who are his mates or his seniors,
follow commissioners will up to DIG, AIG, and
will compulsorily retire. And what this leads to is that we lose a lot of
experienced
officers who have been trained with public resources. What apart from losing resources, we also lose institutional memory. So at the bottom of this is pure politics. It is about presidents, using politics as a consideration rather than professionalism and other considerations in appointment. This is the same thing that is happening in the military. So it is not different. It is all about politics. It's all about the partisan interest of the president. It's not about addressing security, combating banditry and all that. It's all about political calculation. And mind you that this government is already, working towards 2027. So everything they do falls in line with that.
Towards that.
Yeah, political calculation.
But I wonder, do you know if this is a practice across the world, or this is just a Nigerian thing?
This, to the best of my knowledge, this is a Nigerian thing. It's a Nigerian thing. To the best of my knowledge. And I read one of the retired military officers who was making a comparison between Nigerian military and the US Army. This kind of thing cannot happen in the US Army. Of course, people retire, of course.
Yes.
But
they follow seniority. They follow the
absolutely. There is established procedure, established guidelines for these appointments. These things are not followed.
But do you think the idea of it is because I for those of us that have been into leadership, once or twice in different establishments, do you think it's a situation of letting the new leader be comfortable in his office, without the pressure of having to people that were senior to him start answerable to him, matter of the person not going under the weight of someone that a DIG and AIG, and me, I was a former commissioner of police, and how do the AIG and the DIG start listening to my command? Do you think that was one of the things that took into consideration when they decided to start engaging in this practice?
But there is a way it feels when you have to begin to salute someone who is ought to be your junior,
way junior,
or to take commands from you. You pay compliments to your junior. That is demoralizing.
It is,
and that breeds indiscipline and internal
issues
sabotage
and contempt.
Yeah, exactly.
So now in this insecurity situation, we've been battling insecurity for more than 10 years now. Do you think this is the time for them to reevaluate that rule, if that is even possible at all?
The truth is that the state of insecurity in Nigeria calls for serious, strategic thinking. It calls for, a government that should show responsibility, because everything depends on security. You see that development cannot happen in the absence of security. And if this government is genuinely committed to good governance and the development of entrenchment of democracy and development of this country, they must pay attention to addressing insecurity genuinely rather than playing politics with everything. A government can afford to play politics, but not with security. What I see happening is that government is playing politics with everything, including security. And it's going to lead to consequences that government itself is afraid of. Even if this reshufflement was done, perhaps to hold control, to regain control of the military before long, because people are getting increasingly, increasingly no Nigerian is happy actually. No Nigerian is happy, and I think that government must pay attention to the way people are thinking, to the way people are feeling, the condition of the people. People cannot afford food, people cannot pay school fees, and it's also affecting our brothers and sisters in the military and in the police. So government must pay serious attention to addressing insecurity rather than playing politics.
I wonder, what do you think is stopping the government at the highest level from battling insecurity from the inside? Obviously, you've also heard the list, as I am, and if all around the world, the president of Nigeria is known as one of the strongest presidents in the world when you consider democracy. Because in so many other countries, the office of the president or the prime minister for some country are severely limited, in order not to give the president or the executive in general too much power. And you also have a genuine check and balance between the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. In Nigeria, that is not exactly the same. The politics, the politics and the democracy we practice here kind of have both bow leg and K leg at the same time, making the president very powerful. But nonetheless, as powerful as the president is, why do you think they've been able to go after these people, the financiers of this insecurity, or go after the people that are supporting this insurgency, considering how powerful they are? I mean, it's one thing for someone like President Bola Tinubu to struggle with insecurity, but what excuse will someone like former President Buhari will have, considering he was a former general and has all the power in the world and has all the might, have the resources, both financially and personnel, to go after these people if they want to. But somehow from those of us outside looking in, it's more like these people are afraid of certain very powerful people, so much more that they don't have the political will to go after them.
So that I'm sure you will recall that even during the presidency of President Goodluck Jonathan, there were some talks about Boko Haram being even within the rock. I'm sure you remember that.
Even in the last administration too. I mean, there was a House of Rep member or Senate, if I remember, that I even said it on the floor. So yeah.
So the point is that there are powerful people within the corridors of power.
But how powerful can they be, bigger than the president there of Nigeria?
So the president himself may even be a hostage to these powerful people. And these are people who seem to be benefiting from insecurity. And mind you, look at even all the huge budgetary allocations, directed towards addressing, purchase of arms. They are not accounted for. And nobody is able to call them to question. And look at the National Assembly, which ought to be the bulwark of democracy, holding the presidency, the executive to account, is instead standing on the mandate of the president and promising to do whatever the president does. So rather than asking these questions from the executive, from the president, all the resources we have budgeted to fight insecurity, why is insecurity not abating? Where are the resources? Rather than asking those questions, what they are doing is to be approving more and more loans for the president, rather than asking questions. So it is because people are benefiting those who ought to ask questions about why insecurity is not abating. That is why it is controlled. And if you even go to the judiciary again, the judiciary has been actor. So you have more like, an imperial presidency who is not under any check, whether it is from the National Assembly, from the legislature, or from the judiciary, and then surrounded by people who are dictating the pace. How come that, like I said earlier, people who are carrying arms, destroying communities, killing people, are being invited to meetings, they come carrying arms, and government officials are sitting down with them and negotiating, and these people are dictating the terms of the negotiation. I mean that tells you that clearly the president himself is a hostage to certain powerful cabal.
This is crazy, and we keep hearing informations about especially in the northern part of the country where some communities, I think the latest 2 weeks ago was coming from Katsina State, where some communities have started making negotiations and deal with these bandits, which is crazy.
Yes. Unfortunately so.
Well. Mr. Nwanguma, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thank you very much for joining us on the show, Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
That was Okechukwu Nwanguma, Executive Director, Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, RULAC. It is time to have your contributions at the phone number 0700-903-903-903. Again, 0700-903-903-903 or 0803-692-9933. Again, 0803-692-9933. Our WhatsApp line is available for messages and calls. So the WhatsApp line is 081-717-56338. Again, 081-717-56338. Hello, welcome to Matters.
Hello.
Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
My name is Okonko, calling from Ikoku.
Okay, go ahead, talk to us.
Concerning this issue of insecurity in Nigeria.
Hello? We lost him. Hello?
Hello.
Welcome to Matters. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, my name is Sunday.
Sunday calling from?
Yeah. From Agege.
From Agege. Okay, go ahead. Talk to us, Sunday.
Sorry, I do not understand the main topic you are discussing, so that's why let me cover.
Okay, so the president changed the service chiefs at the weekend, and he has written to the Senate for these service chiefs to be confirmed. But the situation is, if you are to follow an antecedent, whenever they change service chiefs, the insecurity don't exactly calm down. So that's what we're talking about. And since the Buhari administration and Tinubu administration, a lot of chiefs, a lot of security, high-ranking military officers have been forced into retirement. About 800 of them, 900 of them. So that's what we're talking about, especially at the time of insecurity like this. Hello, are you there? Oh, we lost him. Okay, the number to call 0700-903-903-903 or 0803-692-9933. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Matters. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Matthew.
Okay, go ahead, Matthew.
My advice to the federal government is that they should, anything that happened, that they change the policy. I get it because of what is going on in the country. The citizens are not happy. Not even the military. I want to let them know that another one is going to happen. They don't take time. They should bet to see from next year. The policies are going to roll out. It's not going to be easy for Nigeria. I tell you, this is handwriting on the wall. I keep telling them. They should govern the people well, not strangle them to death. That's just my own contribution.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you for the contribution. Thank you. Okay, appointing junior officers as service chiefs that always lead to mass retirement of senior officers is not good for a country like Nigeria that is battling insecurity. As for the president changing service chiefs this time around, it has nothing to do with strengthening of security. If not, why did he promote the chief of army staff to chief of defense staff when he should have gone with his colleagues? Why is he still keeping the IGP Egbetokun? There is more to this than they are not telling us. I'm seeing it as a regime protection instead of protecting Nigerians. John from Ijaniki. Thank you very much, John. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Matters. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am Okoye.
Okoye calling from?
I'm calling from Allen, Ikeja.
Okay, go ahead, Okoye.
The fact on the table, to me, it suggests to me as if the people in power are running out of ideas, because the Nigerian state has never been so insecure like this. Well, I want to have it that the politics we are playing these days is the reason why we are having this kind of insecurity, because the good conscience of a man has been bought. Otherwise, I don't think we should be experiencing what we are experiencing today. That is my humble submission. Thank you.
Thank you. 0700-903-903-903 or 003-692-9933. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Thank you very much. My name is Stephen Dwesi, calling from Moshi.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yes, I wanted to advise the president not to lay all the generals because of one person, that they will going to put him on top of the formation. They should allow those people behind them, like Major General, Lieutenant General, before the General, to stay, because the cost of training one of them is too much. They're supposed to make it one after the other. After the service chief, like the Sukun, has gone, the next in command supposed to be the chief of staff or anything in hierarchy. They should not lay those people away. I hope you understand what I mean.
We're with you.
Yes. They should not allow the other people, because as I heard now, it is almost 700 senior staff has been forcefully retired. What is why did they do it like that? Because the tax-paying money has been gone, and the experience is also gone. Please, they should check it.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. That is my take.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, Mr. So. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us where you're calling from, please.
Thank you. My name is Gospel. I'm calling from Badangé.
Okay, Gospel. Go ahead.
Now I did a little research on what could make some of our military generals be retired. What I noticed, number one, it could be age and health concerns. Maybe some of them are not strong. Number two, we also have force reduction, maybe just to restructure. Then we also have performance issues. To me, I think that's one of the major concerns. Most of them are not performing. We could also have lack of promotional opportunities. So maybe little opportunities for some of them. We also have changes in leadership. So if you notice, I think the major cause is maybe changes in leadership. There could be a threat to the power and to those in power. So me, I just think the solution, and I don't think it's a problem anyway.
But that's not the situation here. The situation here is whenever sometimes the president promotes someone he likes, which is not among the hierarchy. Let's use the police, for example, which I'm more comfortable with, I'm more conversant with rather. The president can decide to promote a commissioner of police as IG, and then because of how far down the person is, every other military leaders that are senior to that commissioner of police and are also commissioner of police will be forced into retirement. That is the situation here. So this has nothing to do with performance, or the person was sick, or the person time was due for retirement. They just forced him to retire because of the person that was promoted.
Changes in leadership, and if you notice, if you read political history all over the world, no, I don't see any issues in that.
What about the money, the taxpayers' money that were used to train these senior military officers to those positions, and after which you've not even utilized them and you decided to let them go? That's lot of experience leaving the force, especially at the time we are battling insecurity. You still don't think that's a problem?
If you notice these days, most changes are done because of political reasons, not because of any it's because of politics. If you check the trajectory where this government is going, we don't need to start going that armed forces, a particular region, custom and all those stuff. To me, I don't see that as a problem. I only see that it's even a career transition. You see those military officers that will see enter politics again. So in Nigeria, it's the same of the same. Okay. See the benefits they are going with now. They are going with almost 8 ADs at the ADC, 3 coups. Bulletproof. Those are what political officers do again. To me, I don't think there's any issue in that. So I don't see it like even benefit. There's a career transition for them.
No problem. Thank you. You can also call or text us via WhatsApp, and our WhatsApp line is 081-717-56338. Again, 081-717-56338. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Solomon.
Yes, so welcome to Matters on Voice of the People. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Good afternoon. I'm Edward calling from Sango.
Okay, Edward, go ahead, sir.
You see, this they are reshuffle. If there's no good way of supporting this reshuffle, it doesn't make sense, because since the coming in of APC government, I see them as they are not prepared for governance, and I see them as people that grab that power without thinking of what to do with the power. So, and the masses of this nation have given them too much time to do the needed thing, but still yet, it's like 10 years to come with what we see now. They will continue doing the same. But I think there must be a solution. And that solution lies on the power of the Nigerian citizens. Because from all the political zones of this country, if they want to talk the truth, they will know that this APC government is not favorable to the nation. So then the power they have in their system is to gather that muscle all of them have. This 2027 must be a well-prepared event, so that there must be cleansing, total cleansing, so that when another new people are coming into the system to govern Nigeria, it will be the kind of person that they wish
that we deliver. If they don't do that, if they are doing a psychophancy kind of attitude, I regret. They'll have a lot to suffer.
Okay.
Because, yes, that's what. And this kind of election this time around, let it be house to house gathering vote. In a family, gather vote. Enough.
Okay.
So let the system work for us. This is an electronic system. Work for us that each word we count for us. That is what we need.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Good afternoon, Solomon. Congratulations. Some days ago, Niger State government said the citizens should protect themselves, saying that your security operatives cannot protect you. Also, some months ago, your chief of defense staff said you should learn karate to defend yourself. Square pegs in round holes by your president, even though he has been changed now. And now Nigerians have turned to a gangster paradise and nowhere is safe, and people are living their accentual homes, case study Benue, Kogi, Kwara, etc. Courtesy your president, no political way to fight insecurity because of 2027 elections gain. Look at banditry, kidnapping is now a norm and lucrative business in the country. Courtesy your president, this is what INEC and judiciary has forced down our throats. I'm not surprised. The question is, how do Nigerians get out of this nightmare government? It's a shame. The worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Lekon from Lagos. Thank you very much, Lekon. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please.
This is Marshal Obama calling from Yanapet.
Marshal Obama. Okay, that's a unique name. Thank you for joining us. Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
You see, the problem we have, we offended Jonathan.
How so?
Good. Jonathan got it right by bringing in Jerica and Minima. And he was accused that he was playing down role with all this. Like Buhari mentioned that you are killing my people in the name of Boko Haram. And then we got it wrong. And now the election came up. Jonathan now said, not one person's blood should be laid down because of throne. Nigerians heard it. And then lo and behold, everybody saw it that there would have been a blood spill when somebody said monkey or gorilla will lick blood. I hope you're hearing me.
Okay.
Good. Now today, Jonathan came as a good lucky man and his wife was a patient. People accuse him of a drunkard fisherman. That he went to South Africa to connive with some people. That he has already eaten the money used to buy ammunition. Propaganda. Lies. Today, look at where we are. That people are now having handshake until a bandit will now say he wants to marry a woman that he wants to pay and buy Okada. It's a shame. It's a shame. Okay. Wherever we are. Now you have changed officers. I'm calling you have changed officers, flag officers. We use money to train first-star generals, second-star generals, five-star generals. And look at where we are.
Okay.
What?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What? I cannot finish saying it, but thank you very much. This only clips I can give Nigerians that they should think about it and apologize to Jonathan.
Good afternoon, VOP. He is protecting himself and the APC, not Nigerians. Thank you, sir. Boniface from Yaba. Thank you very much, Boniface. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name.
Jude, how are you?
This is Solomon, not Jude.
My name is Machuku. I just want to lend my little voice to the nation called Nigeria. The politicians of today are not interested in governance. They are interested in what will benefit them and their immediate family. And that is why they left the nation unattended to. It is left for Nigerians to correct this narrative in the next 1 or 2 years. Otherwise, this country is gone. Thank you and God bless you. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, rather, Adewale from Oshodi. We citizens should just know that we're in total mess in this zoo called Nigeria. This current administration are now frustrating Nigerian citizens due to the demolition of Iyanowuru, and some parts of Nigerians are now turned many families to madness and crazy people. Just imagine families of 4 children sleeping under the bridge if Lagos. But what is the meaning of governance if it's not for the people, by the people? Alhaji Lateef Jakonde Fashola and Ambode did 4 years governor in this Lagos state. Say their history is still valid till today. What I know is that no matter how we acquire wealth on earth, our grave will never engage than 6 feet of land, and history will never forget our record. Okay, thank you very much, Adewale. Hello.
The solid solo.
Yes, so welcome to Matters.
Akudeba is my name. I'm calling you from Apapa.
First of all, can you move away from radio to the set or switch it off? I'm getting the whole back. I'm hearing myself.
Okay, I have moved away from where it is now.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Akudeba Solo, a solid man. Let me be very honest with Nigerians. Governance ended in Nigeria in 2015. The governance that trickled down to the fabrics of every Nigeria and in 2015. When ABC coming, politics starts. They are playing politics with everything in Nigeria. When we talk of politics, that is what they are into, to protect their own interest, not the interest of the country. If the country lose all the generals to retirement, they doesn't body care. In as much as they brought in somebody that will protect them and their interest, that is what they care for. Somebody who will protect their home, protect their children and everything. All Nigerians, their generals can be retired in as much as they are protected. That is what they care for. So governance end in 2015 and politics starts over 10 years plus now. Nigeria have been playing politics, and it's a pity. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us your name, where you're calling from, please.
Yes, I'm from Songo.
Sorry, we didn't get that.
Yes, I'm calling from Songo.
Okay, can you speak up a little louder? We can hardly hear you. Go ahead, talk to us.
Songo in Aka.
Okay, go ahead, talk to us.
Okay, sir. I want to say that this man, he has nothing to offer Nigeria. He has nothing. Yes, sir. Now, okay, he change service chief. Why can't he change the IGO police? The man is there doing nothing. Just like the last caller said, if their family is well protected, they are less concerned about Nigeria. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, I'm from Kaduna. Let me. Now,
Okay.
the chief of defense, this President I tell you that the reason why this government dropped him, they have another agenda. This is the man that gives order. This is the man that gives order to commander that if your enemy is coming, do not wait for your commander to give you order before you shoot. If you see peace that exists in Kaduna now because of Ghana, and this government knows something about this all this Boko package, because they know that the man, Kaduna now is enjoying peace as this man that in a chief of defense. Yes, sir. But the government know what they are doing. But we pay. We get all the best. But I guarantee every Nigeria. This I want you to do us one favor. Because this during independence broadcast, there is one professor, whether Professor Molumba, somebody who give a last speech. Let me continue praying for Nigeria. Let them hear about our rulers. They are rulers. They are not leaders. They are not leaders.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Solomon of instead of appointing a new service chief, why not consider promoting the current chief of defense staff? It will be a strategic move, leveraging their experience and expertise to drive the military forward. Mr. Gumbi from Idimo. Thank you very much, Mr. Gumbi. 0700-903-903-903. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to VP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Yeah. I'm calling from Abdullah.
Your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Abdullah.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Yeah, let me tell you something. You see, all these people they are talking like this is not good. Yeah, many people would like to defend themselves. To train one general, if they tell you how much it takes to train a general, then the training past somebody becoming a professor. But many people didn't know. Now, driving all these people like this is going to bring a very big problem to this nation. But I pray, let it be not this. You don't like what is going on. Like you people always, I usually listen to you people for radio. Let me prophesy this one for you now. There's another protest that is going to come, and that will be women. Immediately Nigerian women started doing protest, it is very, very hard. And the people who pretend to drive like this, I don't think that is good. Even though when they say they are driving, we still have respect with other soldiers. If they happen to travel outside, soldiers are not meant to be staying every place. This is one thing people didn't know. If they want, police can stay and they hold keep on checking the insecurity. But now you drive up to 1,000 something or 800 generals. Do you know what it will take this nation to come and bring them up again? I don't think that is good. I don't want to disclose much. But complaining about insecurity. It is we say that the usually say obey the order. Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
We're here with you.
Yeah, obey the order. Now in the command. No matter any chief of staff, it is the presidency who will say go ahead. Unless you people change the custom.
Okay.
If all insecurity in Nigeria cannot face Nigeria soldiers.
Okay, thank
But
you very
give
much.
the order. Yeah, give the order. Go here and come back with them. There is no insecurity that can stand Nigeria soldiers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You can also call or text us via WhatsApp 081-717-56338. That's our WhatsApp line 081-717-56338. Changing service chiefs can never stop Boko Haram, and bandits can never stop in the next 20 years, said Buratai, former chief of staff, Kevin from Okoko. Thank you very much, Kevin. Hello.
Hey, Solomon. Solomon, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Thank you. You see, most of your program, I enjoy your program this afternoon.
Thank you.
The issue about changing the service chief is, and all generals is not just about that, it's just about selfish interest. Number one is this, that nowhere is secured in Nigeria, and these people have what it takes. If at all they have been giving marching order what to do and what not to. The issue is this, that it's still the same people who is sacking them are the ones letting them up the hook, the professionals, this is where they are trained to do. And secondly is this, that there is nothing like a rule of law in Nigeria. The people are in power, APC is just want to defeat everyone. Because as you remember 10 years ago, the way that they used to campaign and tell everyone, and nobody's reminded them of what they have done in the past. So it's a tricky. I wonder when are we going to get it right in this paper?
Okay.
Because
Hello. Oof, that sound. Good afternoon, Solo. Everything about this government is selfish politics. There's nothing this Tinubu government will approve or do in favor of citizens. Rather, it's for the benefits of him and his political supporters. They know how to stop insecurity, but they can't because it's a lucrative business among some of them. Raf from Satellite Town. Thank you very much, Raf. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us anywhere you're calling from. Can you move away from your radio or TV set, please, or switch it off totally?
Okay, let me know. This is Mr. Adu from Nigeria State.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
They are changing of chief ministry chiefs. They are just changing it for notice. It's for against 2027 election they are working towards. Okay, that's what I think of. I don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
003-692-9933. Again, 003-692-9933. Hello. Hello. My name is Peter. Mr. Tinubu is not supposed to change the service chief, but should rather promote them to strengthen the security. Thank you very much, Peter. Zero 903-903-903 and 003-692-9933. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters on VOP. Tell us in a way.
My name is Mr. Allah from Ministry.
Sorry?
My name is Mr. Allah from Ministry.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us, sir.
Yeah. Mr. President, like, you like to put you was like a chief of staff. No matter how it is, they are going to overtrain like they do at Madagascar. That's what I believe. How many should overtrain the government? This government.
Okay, thank you. Jesus. This just want to get me into trouble. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Tell us in the way you're calling from, please.
My name is Godwin Ibe. Is this VOP?
Yes, this is VOP.
Yeah, beautiful. Please, remind me your name, please.
This is Solomon Ofem.
Solomon Ofem. Yes. All right, a good man. My brother, I just want to. I told you my name is Godwin Ibe. I'm calling from Agor Kota.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. You see, we are going to face a very big problem in Nigeria. Serious one. Removing generals. The other one were killed in a plane which did not spend more than 2 months. They killed him before they put Christopher Musa or so. Look at now. They remove soldiers, remove senior officers who have been trained. They have not used their training. Remove the generals, remove all of them because of your own person. My brother, we are in soup. These people, when they go out like this, there will be a lot of problem. This man did not know what he's doing for sacking soldiers, senior officers, for that matter. We are in soup. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. 08036929933. Again, 08036929933. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Solomon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name you're calling from, please.
My name is Buchi, calling from the Yano.
Buchi, go ahead. Talk to us, sir.
Mr. Solomon, I thank you for your better work with the work. The people of this. My contribution to the president changing is the chief staff, the security chief. The lot for him, but it's for certain interest. Where you to stand, now they go collect their country. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, VOP and good people of Nigeria. Ikenna from Ikorodu. It's sad that what is eating the vegetables is Bernard the vegetables. 400 names was given to Buhari to date. Can anyone tell us how many of these guys have been sentenced? Bandits and terrorists brandishing AK-47 and 49 negotiating with government. What are we saying? We are talking to a child. Are we talking to a child? If we are ready to stop insecurity, it will be stopped. But for now, we are playing politics. Thank you very much for joining us, VOP. Tell us anywhere you're calling from, please.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to VOP.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Tell us anywhere you're calling from,
Yes.
please.
This Papa Joe calling from Ikotogbe.
Okay, Papa Joe, go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, I'm happy. I've called more than 200 times. In family months. Today is the first day I received a call.
Wow.
Wow, this is fire me. I'm surprised today.
Finally,
yeah. Not so sorry. Who am I speaking? Is that Kami Jude?
This is Solomon of M.
Okay, Solomon.
Okay.
Yeah. So even after all of them, I know them, but they never answer me.
Yeah. Well, thank God we answered yesterday.
The issue in Nigeria, for me to have a funny way to speak my mind. The fact is that the leaders in Nigeria, they are not, let me say, they are not politically educated. If they know what is called democracy, democracy is government of the people and for the people and by the people. So one person cannot take decision to rule a whole nation. It's very wrong. So, and concerning the position of Nigeria, let me explain it here now. God should go and send the message. You know National Stadium at Surulere.
Okay.
Yes, I was at the National Stadium in my dream. I was speaking with the officers like the governors, while spectators were on the other side. So that stadium, we have about 300 players having Nigeria at their back. So all those governors, big men were saying, who are they going to play with? No opponents. And that Nigeria, nothing like number 1, number 2, number 3. It's just only Nigeria on their t-shirt. They were wearing their polo. So all of a sudden, the group scattered. One run to go post this side. Another group, about 100 people run to this side. The other one cross the iron fence where they put for stadium into 3 groups. So immediately they run finish. Then Nigeria, those governors say, let us go. No bomb blast, no gunshot. Wetin make them scatter. I wake up. It was Saturday to Sunday morning. I reach church. I told my pastor, look at my dream. So my pastor said, it shows that Nigeria is going to be divided into 3. So after 1 week again, I got a dream. My phone rang.
Okay. We have to round up now. We don't have time for that. Other people need to call.
Okay, that is round up.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Some other time I will call again next time.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Ooh. A good day, moderator. I greatly see this evil coming to Nigeria. Tinubu, like Awolowo, will remain the president. Nigeria never had it. Just a tribalist and a god man. He has nothing to offer but to make a name for himself. See him now bastardizing democracy to everyone's face. We therefore have to shine our eyes against 2027. May God help us do away with evil. Chinedu from Badagry. Thank you very much, Chinedu. Good afternoon, Solomon. Mr. Solomon, my mind is telling me that so-called rulers, both past and present, have a hidden agenda against the masses of this country. Can you see the way all of them are keeping quiet because their interest is well protected? Even the so-called religious leaders that are supposed to be with the masses have been pocketed because some of their members are in the government. Whom do we run to? If the masses did not rise up now and take back our country, that means that we have been conquered by this evil man. Oh God, arise and trouble those that trouble Nigeria. Mayor from Ikotwegbe. Thank you very much, Mayor. Hello.
Hello, Solomon.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is James Agassi.
Okay, calling
I'm
from.
calling from Aradago Badagry.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Really, I don't want much to say. I want to appreciate you for your good work. God bless you and bless VOP. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, we need those blessings. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
This is Mr. Paul from Igandu.
Okay, Mr. Paul, go ahead. Talk to us. Hello, Mr. Paul. Hello.
Hello.
Can you move away from your radio TV set, please? Move away or switch it off totally. We're getting a call back. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
What is going on? Well, either way, according to information under the former President Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Tinubu, over 500 senior military officers have been forced to retire. This is what we're talking about today. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Offem.
Yes, so welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please.
This is Ethan from Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. The senior officers that have just been pushed away, they were too comfortable to do the needful. Since they have refused to do what they were supposed to do, the one that is smarter than them has done it to them. I wish them the best.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this time for us to go. Good afternoon, VOP. For Mr. President to change his army chief, that's not the end of the problem of this country. APC have failed, its leaders have failed. Party government is what we are seeing today. May God help us. Uche Nadiru from Mushi. Thank you very much, Uche Nadiru. It is time for us to go. Do I have time for one more call? Let's see. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to VOP. Tell us the name where you're calling from, please. Okay. Well, that's it. It's time for us to go. We'll be right back tomorrow at 1:30 on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The program is Matters. Shoma Innocent will be here tomorrow, and I'll be back on Thursday. But thank you very much for being part of the show today. It is time for me to go. As I said, see you again on Thursday. I am Solomon of Fem. Follow me on IG, SoloFem1, SoloFem figure 1, SoloFem1, or on Twitter, SoloFem. There is no one this time around, SoloFem. You can also follow VOP on all our social media handles at VOP903FM and subscribe to our YouTube channel at VOP903FM. Once again, I am Solomon of Fem, signing out.